If you were to choose between this Doombringer and that Doombringer, and you would have to play PvE and PvP with them seriously, which one would you choose? Now, most people probably chose the second one, obviously, because he is way better equipped than the first one. But what if I told you I chose the first one? And it was a way better choice. With that, I probably confused most of you guys, but let me explain. The first Doombringer, the one I chose, is from Elsword NA. The other one, with better equipment, is from Elsword EU. But does it really make the difference? The difference to make me reject the one with Elf for his avatar and 7 worlds? Other good accessories and good equip? Well, yes it does. When talking about Elsword Europe and Elsword NA, there is so much to unpack about what Elsword Europe does worse than NA, but for the sake of this video's length, I'll only talk about the most important problems. We'll categorize them in servers, community and Gameforge. These are the big topics which will split up into smaller topics during this video. But first, let's start with the basics. Elsword Europe is, as the name already says, for Europe, and Elsword NA is for North America. Elsword Europe is operated by Gameforge, an international working provider of online games with their headquarters in Karlsruhe, Germany, while NA is operated by KOG Games, formerly known as Killer Games before they were purchased, the American game provider for KOG Studios. KOG Studios is a developer of games like Grand Chase, Kurzpol and Elsword. The first difference already becomes clear when you are trying to download the game. Elsword NA offers you an English version of the game and a Brazilian one. When trying to download Elsword Europe, you'll have to choose between 6 versions. DE for Germany, EN for England, FR for France, IT for Italy, PL for Poland and ES for Spain. 6 different games to download, and while they all play on the same server and are downloaded from the same site in just a different language, you cannot create your account on the English version of the homepage and then play on the client you downloaded from the German side. Also, there is no linking accounts to Steam. Now that we got that, let's go deeper into why I would choose NA over EU, even if it meant to give up on all of this. First, we'll start with the servers. Our first topic in this field is the update plan for Elsword Europe. While Elsword NA is usually behind KR by 2 to 4 weeks, EU is behind that by 6 to 7 months. That's 24 to 28 weeks, or 6 times the difference between KR and NA. Now that alone might be fine for a lot of players, so looking at LWiki can be quite depressing sometimes, but it's just sad to see EU getting the second game optimization patch while NA already ended Aisha's 4th path event. It adds up with the other problems I'll be mentioning in this video. Anyone who plays on Elsword Europe or knows a little bit about the server knows that Elsword Europe is a very stable server where you never experience any disconnects or lags. Okay, I'm just joking. The truth is, EU Sword, as some people call it, is the definition of lag sword. Some people are more lucky than others when it comes to disconnects, but overall the problem is still there since the server merge. Sometimes I'll disconnect 5 times in an hour, once every 12 minutes. As I just mentioned the server merge, I'll quickly explain that one. Before 2018 all the different EU servers were still split up. In January 2018 all servers were merged into one, resulting in a maintenance 6 to 8 hours longer than it was originally planned to be. I think it was supposed to be between 8 to 12 hours long, but that was 4 years ago and there are no notices mentioning the time anywhere anymore, so anyway. After the server merge, there were a lot of people randomly disconnecting, and so there were multiple server stability maintenances over the years, but the problem was never really solved. After most of the updates, I didn't really notice big changes, and if I did, they usually weren't good. And while we're at the topic of disconnects, why not talk about laggers? The thing is, I'm not trying to sound racist or anything, but mainly ES players lag around, ruining the game for everyone else in the party of PvP. Of course, there are also other people who lag while playing, but the ES players are the most common and extreme ones. There are rumors about these players being from South America, playing with a bamboo connection, but there is no official info. In the end, the problem is that these laggers will have a huge impact on the game experience. Be it that no mobs take damage in a dungeon or the stage won't load. Be it a huge delay in PvP that makes them take no damage and lets them escape every combo. There are numerous ways these players will affect the gaming experience. Of course, Elsword NA also has laggers, and I'm annoyed every time I get one as a mate in a dungeon, but the sheer mass of these players on the EU server is astonishing. So astonishing that I have way less problems with lags and delays on Elsword NA than I have on Elsword Europe. And I live in Germany. There were multiple attempts to help in solving this problem. Not by Gameforge, what did you expect, but by the players, with the most popular solution being a ping block. You pings
over 9,000! What?
Well, too bad, you can't play with that. I play some games in which a ping block is present, and for some unknown reason, I never encountered any laggers in these games. But I really don't know why. I mean, like, no. Nobody can. No. However, these suggestions were always ignored as kind of like any suggestion, but that is for a different part of this video. Anyhow, the problem remains unsolved since January 2018. And while we're at the player base, how about we start talking about the interactions between game publisher and the community? To make it short, there is no interaction. And no, I'm not taking posting game updates on YouTube and Facebook as interaction. Now, I could explain everything, but just showing you this will be faster. Here you can see the number of community events from Elsword Europe and NA which were not organized by the players, because listing all community events from Elsword NA from 2018 to 2022 would take way too long. I instead took all Elsword EU community events and tested in which span of time Elsword NA had the same number of community events. Community events are of course basic events like drawing or writing, but also in-game events as streaming nights or PvP tournaments. Pause the video if you need more time to look through everything. Looks nice, right? Now here are the rewards for the events. I don't think I have to say much about this. Now, events are one thing, and I think a lot of you will probably think something like, but for me that's not a big issue. And I'm totally fine with that. However, what I'm not fine with is giving players literally no information about anything. And when they ask, just stop answering the players. Like, who needs them? Seriously, like, do you need players when you have a game? No. One example. In 2020 there was a big discussion in the Elsword Europe forum because I asked why we didn't get a PvP tournament since the release of Transcendence. This somehow exploded suddenly, and someday the community manager just stopped replying to us. Why? And what makes this even more hilarious is that he just stopped writing while the discussion was heated up. Oh wait, you believed me that? No. Good. And what makes this even more hilarious is that he just stopped writing, not while the discussion was heated up, no. He stopped writing while he, another player, and for a small part me, were discussing about what could be a good prize for winning a PvP tournament. Person 1 mentioned something about a special prize, CM replied. Like, what do you mean? What would be your intention? What would be your guess? What could be a good prize? Person 1 compared it to a trophy you get after winning a sports tournament, and I mentioned that last tournament the prize was an in-game trophy. And the CM didn't reply to us anymore. Hey guys, guess what? In all the research I've done, of course there would be a mistake somewhere, and here it is. Because the community manager actually did reply one more time. He said that he wanted to see what the opinion of the community is about in-game trophies that you get instead of, for example, coupons for catching. And yeah, that was just a small mistake from my side. But it doesn't make a big difference because after that, it didn't reply to us anymore. So yeah, as I said, it doesn't make the difference. But there was one more message and I just thought I would let you know because that was a mistake on my part. I'm sorry, my bad. Let's continue. Oh, and what I also forgot, he actually said that they could organize something like that. But, guess no, he didn't reply to us anymore as I said, so guess that thing's off the table. He didn't even really answer why there are no tournaments anymore. And this is just one example, there are multiple others. For example, hey Gameforge, why were the servers merged? Hey Gameforge, why doesn't Elsword participate in that one international tournament anymore? Hey Gameforge, why can't you fix your servers? Now, I think this video is already long enough and will take up more time than I actually have right now for editing. So we are going to put the rest of the Gameforge part into a second video, which I will try to bring out ASAP. But for now, thank you for watching.